currently 8:15, and here are your top stories.
After the devastating fire which destroyed Miss Maudie's house, investigators and chiefs are still recovering items and looking into property damage.
The fire was said to have started from the ongoing fires that she keeps in her house to keep her potted plants warm.
We've spoken to Miss Maudie, who appears to be seemingly unconcerned and particularly cheery about the incident.
She has stated that she always wanted a smaller house so she could have a larger garden anyway.
Breaking news. The most intense court case of the season has just been called into session. The defendant, Tom Robinson, has recently been accused of sexually assaulting Mayella Ewell, daughter of Bob Ewell.
For more details on this developing story, we go out to Jolene on the scene.
I'm reporting on what has been called the trial of the season. There's been much speculation that Tom Robinson made an advance on the daughter of Bob Ewell while doing some yard work. Her father has since filed a sexual assault trial against him. Atticus Finch has been assigned to the case defending Tom Robinson against Gilmore defending Mayella. This will be the one, if not the most controversial case in Maycomb history. According to credible sources, the trial is almost about to start. Although Atticus Finch has proven to be an honest, good man and a good lawyer, the idea of a black man against an all-white jury is simply not in his favor. We will have to wait and see what the surprises in this case may hold.
Thank you, Liz. I'm currently outside of the courthouse where the trial of Tom Robinson is in session. Tensions are high in the courtroom today as both friends and family anxiously await Tom Robinson's verdict. Bob Ewell was seen earlier looking agitated and a bit uneasy as he walked Mayella into the courtroom. There have been negative reports of both cases, and it seems to be going either way as far as the end result. Atticus Finch was also seen walking into the courtroom, passive in both his appearance and his comments on the court case today. Currently, I'm here with Miss Stephanie, local gossip, to talk about the town's perspective of the trial. So, Miss Stephanie, what have you heard about today's big trial?
Well, Miss Interviewer, I've heard quite a bit about this trial, and I've got a couple of my own opinions to pitch in.
Can you tell me some of the things you've heard?
Well, a neighbor told a store clerk who told a good friend of mine who told me that even though Mr. Atticus Finch is one of the best lawyers in the state of Alabama, there's just no way he can win.
Why can't he win?
Well, he can't win because he's a white man defending a black man to an all-white jury. Ain't fair, but that's just the way it is around here.
Thank you, Miss Stephanie.
No problem at all.
Now back to y'all in the studio.
Thank you, Jolene. Recently, there was a rabid dog loose on the streets of Maycomb.
Mr. Finch and Miss Calpurnia both quickly removed the children from the area and warned the neighbors as soon as it occurred.
Mr. Finch was seen using his skills as he quickly eliminated the dangerous dog.
Without Calpurnia's quick thinking and active heroism and Mr. Finch's willingness to help, the rabid dog would have spread the deadly disease.
Everyone here at Maycomb appreciates what you have done.
And for our final story today, Jim Finch was seen vandalizing Miss DuBose's garden.
There were reports that Miss DuBose had made harsh claims about Atticus Finch.
Jim retaliated by cutting all of her camellia bushes with a baton.
The situation was resolved as Mr. Finch made Jim repay her by forcing him to read to her every day.
The sessions became longer as the month went by, and unbeknownst to Jim and Scout, Miss DuBose's mental and physical state weakened.
Miss DuBose had a peaceful death in the middle of the night, according to her nurse, and Atticus Finch, who wrote her will.
May she rest in peace.
That concludes our newscast for the day. Join us tomorrow for more Maycomb news. I am Liz Nelson.
And I'm Justin Green, signing off.
Bye, y'all. Come back soon.
Go.
Good morning, Maycomb.
This To Kill a Mockingbird project is whip.
You want to fight, Emily?
Thank you, Jolene. And for our final story today, Thank you, Jolene. And for our final story today, Jim Finch.
Because you could just hear Lauren like, do you want to fight?
Diamond.
Can you send me this one?
Thank you, Jolene.